So the episode opens with Sandra Bernhardt and the blood sample lady Adina talking about the big guy that was going to attack her that she saw at the park. And then Sandra's telling her about this war program where they developed the disease that she might be looking for when Americans used German scientists against the Russians. They mixed human and animal diseases. So the Cold War is heating up again, and they're using homeless and prisoners to test out these diseases with ticks as the spreader. And she's like, well, I have seen some people with some rare amoebas, but I don't know if I want to buy this. Lord, back at Zachary Quinto's, we got that boy still in the cage. Oh, the door's open. You better hurry up and escape. But I bet you that big guy with the leather's gonna be there, keeping him in. Or he'll just kill him. Yeah, he sees the guy and he says, I just want to get out of here. Honey, I'd be trying to get out a window. Over with the police, they didn't get any fingerprints off those hands they found the last time. However, the guy that was held in the cage goes and tells the Popo what happened, and they think he might be their murderer. So the Popo head over to Bond Street where he was held, but of course it's the middle of a coke party, so they gotta kick the dough in. So Zachary clears everybody out, shows them where he held them, and said there wasn't a lock. This was consensual. And he ain't pressing charges, so you got nothing. However, Zach tells the gay cop, look, I know what you into. Game recognized game, heifer. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing your life with his words, telling your king and your business, your kinks and your business with his words, telling your business with his song, telling your business, 'cause he knows. I heard you liked a spanking, I heard it on your bum, I know your hanky's blue. Ooh. So he heads home to his writer boyfriend and tells him, look, I believe him. He said everything was consensual. Also, the dungeon room didn't match the room you were in, so I don't think it was him. He said, well, I got a sketch of the guy for you if you want something to go on. All right, but now we get to the real issue, that secret box of leather gear. And he's like, all right, I used to go to leather bars. So he decides to go and stake out the phone that the guy got a call on. Maybe that's how the guy's trapping these people and killing them. So he's standing by the phone all night waiting for it to ring. He gets a lot of calls, but none of them are the killer. So right as he's leaving, he gets one last call. And this is the guy. He says, oh, you must be tired waiting for me to call all this time. So he invites him to a party. And the cop heads over and he's like, I don't know what you look like. And he says, oh, that's half the fun. You'll have to find me. It seems like this might be the guy that throws the art parties. So he go in the party, order a drink, and the bartender says, I'd hide that gun. I know you a cop. However, the cop makes eye contact with the guy and heads over to say hello. He thinks that's him. So they in this dungeon, and he's like, did I talk to you on the phone? And he's like, I talked to a lot of people on the phone. And the other guy says, I think we compatible. Oh, Lord. I don't need no whipping scene. Can we get to the murder? This is supposed to be horror, not soft porn. Oh, but Lord, they getting to humping, and I guess it ain't him. Whew. Meanwhile, in the subway, we've got the performer from the party catching the train home. Now, the subway ain't never been this damn dark. Oh, and he's got one of them damn rashes, too. Oh, and there's the something is coming for you, woman. Back at the Native with Adam, I think his name is Adam. Yeah, Scully's friend Adam. And the writer, Adam asked the writer why didn't he kill him, and the writer says because I was a vet, he saw my tattoo, thanked me for my service, and moved me on. We do take care of each other, we really do. So the writer tell him, look, you gotta be careful. Don't let people know you after the Mai Tai killer, or you could be next. And watch out for Theo. His lover is, he got some issues. After that, the writer goes to the bar that he was at earlier where he got abducted from. After that, the writer goes to the club that the cop was at where that guy got stabbed on the last episode. The lady that runs the place is scrubbing the blood off the floor. See, when I go to the club and I say, let's get down on the floor, I don't mean blood and scrubbing. This is why I stay home. She let him put some posters up. Across town, Adam's going to meet Theo Graves at the Ascension Bar, a private club for the discerning gentleman. Okay, this is giving the townhouse tea, and if you know, you know. So as Dunaway, the hostess, goes to get Theo, we see the big leather guy hanging out outside the bar. I think he's just security. I think he's a red herring. Meanwhile, the cop gets home, and he's going through his old leather gear, getting his harness out. Oh, and now he got one of them rashes too. Back at the club with Theo and Adam, Adam shows him the sketch, and he's like, I don't know who that is. He tells Theo, though, Big Daddy's still walking around. He ain't dead. I wouldn't trust him. Oh, Lord, but now they locked in the bar as somebody just sent over some Mai Tais. Oh, Lord, Big Daddy done locked them in the bar. Y'all better get out before he starts trying to burn the place down. They have windows, like, right there. Okay. They threw a chair through the window and get everybody out. Now we go over to the blood sampling heifer. So she trying to get permission to take secret samples, but they shut her down. However, she sees Whiteley coming in and he real sick. Oh, it was from the fire at the bar. So we got Adam and Theo at the hospital. Adam got some smoke inhalation, so he sends Theo to get the writer and tell him what happened at the bar. And it was the Mai Tai killer. I think there are two killers. Oh, Lord, but Dunaway got all burned up, but she grabbed Theo and tell him the fire is coming. So he grabbed a phone book and go to call the writer. So the writer and the cop boyfriend show up at the hospital post-haste. So they realize the Mai Tai killer is in the hospital with everybody else, so they gonna split up and look for him. However, why would he try to burn himself up? Ain't you realizing there's two different people? What? Oh, Lord, we've got a twist. So the blood draw heifer comes into Adam's room and starts untying him, tells him she needs to draw her blood. He looks at her and says, oh, you look great. You've got that glow. Do you have an ultrasound? And she's like, no. And he says, I'm glad we did what we did. Did you get her pregnant? Why? Why is this part of the plot? It actually was a good episode. You was doing good, and then we had to get Brian Murphy with it. Then she draws Whitey's blood. So after he finishes, Whitey goes to leave, but the writer sees him. He pushes the writer down, but the writer gets up to give chase. So the chase leads the writer to the morgue. So he finds a little scalpel, and it's like, okay, I'm ready for you. Let's look through the morgue. Honkies is dumb. I'm sorry. Y'all just, this proves that y'all just be dumb sometimes. You think I'm going in a morgue? Hell, I know what his butt looks like. He in the city. We'll find him again. Ain't but so many sissy bars. However, back with the cop, he walking around looking for him too. Child, you opening them drawers with the scalpel. What you think he gonna do? Just slide out and get you? I can't. But child, the killer come up behind the writer in the morgue and get him with the chloroform. Idiot. So he put him in the damn morgue freezer. But I'm sure somebody will find him before he die, or maybe they won't. I'm kind of tired of his butt. The episode was good until now. Let's see what the next one do. Actually, we gonna go to Housewives of Salt Lake City, because I need a break from this bull. Also, that's not a good death plan. You don't think somebody gonna pop in that morgue? People die all the time in the city. They gonna hear his butt.